Hello and welcome y'all to another collective tarot reading. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to be opening up with some oracle cards here and then be getting into the tarot. Please do keep in mind these are general readings, so you may find some of the message resonates, some other parts may not. Take that which resonates and leave what doesn't. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up for the collective here. The Soul's Journey cards here. I think that's what the name of this deck is. Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Very cool. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Bottom of the deck is discipline. Lots of purples here, which is really cool. I can accomplish what I set my mind to, is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it looks like you're taking a very disciplined approach here within the near future. We have acceptance, purpose, and happiness. You're opening up to some really amazing stuff here with this combination of cards here. The happiness card holds a lot of weight here. Like, there's definitely a feeling of just satiety, happiness coming in here. It feels amazing, whatever this is. And some of you may actually very well be figuring out what your purpose in life might be. It's interesting because what's fascinating to me is that, like, the concept of purpose for me is rather bothersome because, you know, everybody talks about, you know, us having a purpose and that we all should be striving to find whatever that purpose is. I recently had a conversation with one of my employees about this, and I told her the truth of the matter is that everybody's looking for it and nobody really knows what it is or how to find it, right? And ultimately, I feel like when it comes to life, we should be looking for what makes us happy and joyous in the moment. And ultimately, the biggest factor that I feel contributes to a positive life is human connection. Like, ultimately, that's what we're all about, right? We're social creatures. So, like, human connection is just so incredibly important. So let's go ahead and open up to the Prisma Vision Tarot here to see what we have. Three of Cups, Justice, Three of Pentacles. Okay, so you could be dealing with a work situation here or a friendship specifically. Three of Cups, Justice, Three of Pentacles. Could be dealing with a Libra as well. There's a lot of happiness in whatever this is. Like something about like a working together or something like that. You could be reconciling with someone here, particularly a Libra. Building some sort of foundation, too, with the Three of Pentacles. It's rather beautiful. Whatever this is, it feels really good. The Three of Cups holds a lot of weight here. There's a lot of happiness here. Again, with the happiness card, this Three of Cups really just seems to, like, give me a sense of celebration and happiness. For some of you, I mean, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles could very well be in dealings with, like, a polyamorous relationship for some of you. We have the Chariot here, so Cancer on the board. Hanged Man. Interesting. So when the Chariot and the Hanged Man are combined, sometimes this could indicate a settling down or concepts of somebody who's sowed all their wild oats. So, you know, somebody who's looking to settle down here, which is really cool. Ten of Cups. There's a lot of joy in this. Okay, I'm just going to call it for what it is here. For some of you, you could very well be dealing with a poly relationship with the threes here. Settling down here, 10 of Cups, could very well be like building a life with like more than one partner. Now, obviously that's not going to apply to everybody, but there's something here about the inner children that is of significance. 10 of Cups, there's a lot of happiness in this. Like 2 kids at play here. There's like a deep gaze within this 10 of Cups, and there's like some sort of like recognition event is what this gives me. Very interesting. I might need to clarify this a little bit more as we get into the reading. Four of Cups, Moon, Ace of Cups. 4 of Cups is indicating here with the Moon, like there's a fear here. Could be dealing, again, with the Cancerian. Something about a missed opportunity, perhaps in love here with the Ace of Cups. Moon can represent like anxieties and fears. It's interesting because from this place of dissatisfaction with the 4 of Cups and the Moon, whatever this fear is or anxiety or these illusions, something is unclear, what's lying beneath the surface is actually the Ace of Cups, which is a lot of overflowing love. Fascinating. 6 of Wands, Hermit, 6 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is a 6 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, World. There's a lot of like busybodiness here with the 6 of Cups. 2 of Pentacles, there could be concepts of like having to move around a lot. 5 of Pentacles, there's like an abandonment mood here for whatever reason. And this has something to do with the past for whatever reason. Some sort of wish fulfillment here with the King of Pentacles. 4 of Swords, there's a very deep sadness in whatever this is. Feeling into this, it's like there's a very, oh my gosh, this is so heavy. I don't know why this is. It feels incredibly unpleasant. It brings me a lot of sadness for whatever reason. There's an abandonment mood here because of this. 3 of Wands, like there was some sort of like wish that was made. And it had something to do with like busybodiness. I can't seem to like, it's kind of obscure and unclear to me. Like, I don't know why I'm getting like having to move around a lot or something like that. 6 of Cups, this somehow occurred in the past. Though I don't necessarily understand why that is. But there's a very deep heaviness here for whatever reason. So this is quite curious. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some clarification here. We have the Justice card here. Let's dive into the 3 of Cups first, and then we'll get into the Justice, because the 3 of Cups had a lot of weight to it. We have the Devil. Very interesting. So you could be dealing with a Capricornian here. And we have Justice. 5 of Pentacles, what the heck? So there could be some sort of, it's really interesting. There's something here about an abandonment wound or something like that with the 5 of Pentacles. And this is somehow being righted. I can't seem to emphasize how this is somehow being righted. Like, I don't know why I'm getting kind of like something being kind of like off kilter or something like that. 3 of Cups and the Devil. This could be like a reconciliation specifically with a Capricorn here. Now, for some of you, you could be reconciling with a Capricorn. There's an abandonment wound here. With the Justice card, this is somehow like justice in the matter. There's a celebration here for whatever reason. Maybe with this Capricornian. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles. So there is some sort of like exchange happening here with the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Like a gift being exchanged. This could be work related for some of you with the Three of Pentacles here. I'm trying to really like figure out what this means, because it does oddly enough come to me as a little bit obscure. Like something about this situation doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense for whatever reason. And then we have the Chariot and the Hanged Man. I'm going to clarify the Chariot and the Hanged Man individually and then in tandem. So let's see what this Chariot is about. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So there's some sort of like determination to like grow something here, like water something. Like concepts, I don't know. This Eight of Pentacles sometimes gives me like somebody minding their own business or something like that with the Eight of Pentacles. And with the Chariot here, there's something here about rain maybe for some of you. Like, I don't know if you were going on some sort of like drive and there's like rain present. And it's like somebody's minding their own business or something like that. But whoever this Cancerian is, maybe also like this could be a Cancerian that you're dealing with in the workplace. They're somehow very dedicated. Like there's something here about attention to detail, very, very steadfast with the Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot of like growth here for whatever reason with all of these flowers sprouting here. There's a lot of growth. Hanged Man here. Queen of Cups. So yeah, you could be dealing with the Pisces as well here with the Hanged Man and the Queen of Cups. Like a hang up in love or something like that. So as I said, Chariot, Hanged Man can indicate somebody who's settling down, somebody who's sowed all their wild oats. And so somebody here is like, there's a lot of emotions, but like it's hung in suspension somehow. Like I can't seem to pin what that means exactly. Like there's a lot of feeling, but it's like, I don't know why I keep wanting to say like it's hung in suspension. And I don't know why that is. Like the feelings maybe are like hung in suspension. So you could be dealing with a person here that you're like connecting with, like maybe potentially like romantically with the Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups. And there's some sort of interesting little like hang up in the matter. Like the feelings aren't necessarily flowing, they're flowing, but it's like they're not actually like going anywhere. It's strange. Chariot and Hanged Man here. Five of Cups. So there's a lot of sadness in whatever this feeling is. For whatever reason, there's like an incredible amount of sadness in whatever this matter is. I don't know why that is. Someone who's sowed all their wild oats, someone who's settling down, Five of Cups, there's grief in whatever this is for whatever reason. Like there's some sort of grief. And it's really hard for me to place why that is. I don't really know exactly what is actually happening here. This is probably, like everything was so clear at the beginning with these oracle cards, but now that I'm getting into the tarot, it's almost like things all of a sudden are like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it somehow. Like something doesn't make sense. We have the Star and the Empress here, followed by the Nine of Swords. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius or Taurus Libra here. There could be like Nine of Swords. So for some of you specifically, there may have been like Nine of Swords is mental anguish, right? Mental distress. It is Mars in Gemini, which represents the mind at war with itself. So there could be concepts here about the mind being at war with itself. Could be over a Leo maybe. But whatever this is, it's being overcome. Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm not necessarily getting a hit from that, but there's something here about like maybe for some of you wanting to build a future with someone. Someone was hung in suspension, maybe wanting to build a future with them. There was some sort of like mental anguish about the situation. Strength here is like an overcoming of that, like digging deep to really like get over whatever this mental anguish is. And it could be with a mother figure, a Taurus, Libra, or Aquarius here, who may have been stuck in this like weird Nine of Swords space. And there was like a very dig deep kind of vibe here, like with the Strength card, right? Strength card can indicate like overcoming obstacles through courage. Really like digging deep is what this gives me, like digging deep. Very interesting. So for some of you, there could have been like a very massive healing event here too, with the Star card here. There could be concepts here, maybe even like healing with a mother figure. Ten of Cups is clarified by the Page of Wands. Yeah, there's like some sort of deep soul recognition here. And it has something to do with the inner child, with the Page of Wands here. Like excitability is what this gives me with the Ten of Cups. Like somebody who's genuinely excited with this Ten of Cups. Like somebody who sees like a kindred. So there could be a feeling of like kindredship here. And with the Page of Wands, there's a lot of excitement around that. And then we have the Four of Cups and Moon. World. There's something here about with the Four of Cups being clarified by the World. For some of you, you may have gone through multiple rejections here with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card of dissatisfaction and disappointment, right? Like multiple, maybe even missed opportunities for you. I don't know why this World kind of gives me like cyclical. Something about this was cyclical, like constant maybe rejections, maybe like rejections or something like that. Maybe some of you dealt with a lot of people who rejected you, whether that's like family, friends, coworkers, or even romantic interests at some point. And then we have the Moon here. I don't know why this Moon kind of gives me like a howling. Oh my goodness, Ten of Swords. So for some of you specifically, this is really heavy in nature, whatever it is. I don't know why this feels like, I don't know why it gives me like somebody who may have experienced a lot of rejection. Maybe like some of you may have experienced a lot of rejections over time. Like, I don't know why I'm getting like repeated. And with the Moon card here and the Ten of Swords, there's fears of betrayal here, endings. This is very deep-seated, deep-rooted, like trauma kind of stuff here. This feels like this Moon Ten of Swords almost gives me like very deep set, like a deep set of almost like trauma for whatever reason today. Like incredible amounts of trauma. I don't know why I'm getting it that way. Again, you could be dealing with the Cancerian here. You could have been dealing with I don't get that very strongly, a Cancerian who betrayed you. I don't necessarily sense that. But something about this is just incredibly heavy in nature and very, 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 very painful. Ace of Cups here. Magician. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Virgo. This Ace of Cups Magician seems to like pair with this situation here. Like somehow like, I don't know why I'm getting like emotional space having been manipulated somehow. For some of you specifically, again, I don't know why I'm getting here. Like some of you may have gone through a set of events here. I don't know why this all feels like consolidated. Like, how do I explain this? Like this isn't one event, it's like a series of events strung out. But it's all like combined, if that makes sense. Like it's like an underlying current or something like that. Like it's all tied in together. And with the Magician and the Ace of Cups, I don't know if some of you like feel somehow have felt incredibly manipulated by individuals here with the Ace of Cups and the Magician. There's a lot of like darkness here for whatever reason. A lot of darkness. I don't know, like with the moon and the magician here, there's a lot of darkness. And with the Ten of Swords here, there's a lot of heaviness in this too. Like I can't seem to emphasize the heaviness in this. Like an incredible, like it like goes deep into the body here. And there's just, I don't know, like maybe some of you have experienced, especially with like, especially Ace of Cups, like new loves who like maybe manipulated your heart or something like that. People who I don't know why I'm getting went out of their way to like manipulate your heart space is almost what this feels like. And that's incredible. It was incredibly painful somehow, and it has something to do with rejections here. And so then we have the Six of Wands, the Hermit, and the Six of Swords, which is somehow like this is a consolidated event. It is what it is, and then we're moving on from whatever this event is with the Six of Wands, Hermit, and the Six of Swords. So there's a moment of victory here, a very deep moment of contemplation. Some of you could be dealing with the Virgo here with the Hermit, and with the Six of Swords, it's like a very deep transitioning, and it's almost like a sigh of relief or a deep breath has been taken here. High Priestess, Tower, could be dealing again with the Pisces here. When the High Priestess and Tower are combined, sometimes this can indicate like someone with like a tragic flaw or something like that. Like, I mean, it's interesting that we see this here because it's fascinating to me that this set of events here makes me think of whatever this tragic flaw is. It's almost like, it's interesting because I was actually having this conversation with somebody that I spoke to recently who basically told me that they felt that they were cursed because no matter how good they tried to be, people always hurt them. And it was incredibly beautiful for me to be able to connect with this individual because I like related to this person on like a very deep level about how painful life can be, and in particular how awful people can be. And there's something about this here that is of significance in it that's incredibly heavy. And so with this, again, like High Priestess, Tower, there could be concepts here about like a tragic flaw or something like that. We have the Death card here, Scorpio, on the board now. This brings me a great deal of heaviness too with the Death card here. This is deeply transformational, but for some of you specifically, like, how do I even explain? This is incredibly sad stuff, you guys. Like, this feels difficult for me to like even put out into words, but I need to tell you that if for whatever reason you feel that there is something in a sense like quote unquote wrong with you, these are things that people have instilled upon us throughout the years, whether it's family, friends, lovers. Some people can cause one to feel that they are never good enough, that they are in fact incredibly flawed. And so it's about recognizing that like the inner work needs to be done to address whatever that deep feeling of shame might be for you, or guilt, or whatever it might be. We all make mistakes in life. And so it's important for us to recognize that just because we make mistakes doesn't make us bad people. It's an opportunity for growth, ultimately. That's really what matters. And it's interesting because this Death card today almost gave me the concept of somebody who basically felt so incredibly like flawed that they believed that they were somehow worthy of death or something like that. And that's an incredibly like saddening concept to even talk about. But like, if you are struggling with that, I'm sorry, first and foremost, but you deserve to be loved, regardless of whatever it is that you feel inside. Like, you deserve to be loved for who you are as you are. And do we have flaws? Absolutely, all of us do, but that doesn't make you any less lovable. It's important to recognize that we should be loving ourselves despite our flaws. Like, our flaws are what make us us. And ultimately, it's of the utmost importance for you to take this part of yourself and hold it as tenderly as possible, because ultimately nobody else can give you that love that you need the way that you can. You know where that wound lies. And it is important for you to touch that part of yourself and recognize it for what it is and give it a very deep, loving embrace, because that's what you deserve. So anyway, Six of Wands here. Emperor. Could be dealing with an Aries here. This is a moment of victory here, like very strong feelings of confidence coming through with this Emperor here. For some of you, there's something here about a father figure specifically. I don't know why. Like a father figure. For some of you, you could have a father figure who is incredibly proud of you. But I don't know why I keep getting something here about a father figure that's of significance. There's a lot of pride in whatever is going on here. There's a lot of pride. And I want to make note that this isn't the bad kind of pride, because it's the Six of Wands. Five of Swords would have indicated somehow that this Emperor may have been like, cruel or whatever, but this is giving me like good Emperor vibes, like somebody who goes out there, gets what they want. There's moments of victory here. And then we have the Hermit. So then there's a moment of contemplation here, like deep self-reflection here with the Hermit, unless of course you're dealing with a Virgo here. Maybe you have a Virgo like father figure. Knight of Swords. It's almost like you've gone internally to slay some internal beast, is what this Hermit gives me. Note how this Knight is facing this beast head on. It's the same beast that's connected to the Ten of Swords here, right? Because we can see, I mean, it's not exactly like the case, but you can kind of see it here, like the neck connecting. So it has something to do with the moon here. There is a deep moment of contemplation here. You've somehow come into a space of like slaying this inner beast, is what this gives me. Like some sort of, maybe for some of you, like in a sense, like your inner demons or something like that, which is fantastic. So then we have the Six of Swords here. Look at that. Six of Swords is clarified by the Tower, then followed by the High Priestess. So when the High Priestess Tower are combined, like this indicates a tragic flaw. But when these are reversed, I mean, I don't read it that way. This to me is like a leaving behind of an old structure that didn't serve you. Your intuition has been telling you this all along. Like you're leaving behind some sort of like foundation that was never yours. It was never your burden to carry. It was never yours to begin with. High Priestess has known this all along. Very interesting reading. So where's the High Priestess leading to? Strength. Inner resolve here. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo here as well. Can't remember what the High Priestess and Strength card are combined. I used to use a tarot combination calculator, but I stopped using it more so frequently over the last few months. But there's something here about like overcoming something definitively with the High Priestess and the Strength. It requires confidence, courage. Whatever this is, it feels good. I feel like this is actually linked to the Happiness card, because feeling into this feels really damn good for whatever reason. Very interesting. Judgment, Six of Cups. There's something here about like revisiting the past. And there's something, it's interesting because this revisiting of the past is somehow, there's a fondness to it. Like actually like opening up the door to past events and looking at them and like feeling, I don't know, like for some of you, I don't know why I'm getting moments of maybe even accomplishment. Like you've accomplished so much here. And so you're giving yourself the much needed like recognition for that. We do have the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles here. And so there's something here about a gift. Queen of Swords, said something maybe about a gift, like maybe you have an air sign specifically who gifted you something. And then there's the Three of Swords event and the Five of Wands. There's a lot of pain around this. There's a lot of confusion. But with the Fool here, it's sorry, as I was saying, with the Fool here, there's like a leaving behind of some sort of confusing, like argumentative space here. Three of Swords, there was pain here. There's something here about a gift as well. And there's something here about contemplations of the past and recognizing one's accomplishments in the matter for whatever reason, which is fantastic. And so, like I said, this High Priestess Strength card is kind of giving me like your I don't know why I'm getting concepts of release here specifically. And with the Discipline card here, like I am getting like a much more disciplined approach in whatever this matter is. Acceptance of people's like flaws, including your own, obviously, since it seems like imperfections are the main thing that are like driving this reading. And then purpose, like knowing somehow that this is important. And with the Happiness card, like this somehow generates happiness. And maybe like in dealing with people, there could be a moment where you recognize that you have to like embrace the full package when dealing with people, like everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? And there's a lot of happiness in doing that, like being able to accept it for what it is and enjoy whatever that is for that person. The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? And so it's a really interesting reading. This reading, oddly enough, does come to me as a bit obscure. There's something obscure about this whole reading. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense to me as to what exactly that you're dealing with, because I feel like this is going to pertain specifically to you. You'll probably know what it is that I'm talking about here. But if you have been going through an incredibly hard time, I see you overcoming this. Towards the end of the reading here, it's very clear that you're leaving behind something, and through a moment of deep inner reflection, you have slayed some sort of inner beast of yours that's tied to the moon and the Ten of Swords event. You've overcome this somehow. You're leaving it behind with the Tower, the Six of Swords, and the Tower, and with the High Priestess, like I said, like your intuition's leading you down the right path. Like this is incredibly beautiful somehow. So, what a fascinating reading. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you felt this reading resonated at all, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. And of course, if you enjoyed the reading, please hit that like and subscribe button. That's also greatly appreciated. And I will catch you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye now.